Today in zerok, Chudy goes balling, Venomized gets Venomized, and Coolcat forgets to take that ultimatum off of whole fire. We've got a 3 vs 3 Palladium on all that glitters. A large map for sure, it's 12 by 20, and we've only got a 3 vs 3. That means it is a large team game, it's a competitive team game, it's a Palladium. We've got Chudy in the blue, who of course goes shoot ball, with the Polish Warrior 3000, a very outdated commander by today's standard. Blueprint for them is just bandit, so they're unlikely to use it. Over here we've got Coolcat with tanks in the light blue, also with an engineer commander with welder as their blueprint. So that's for, well, frontline expansion, probably a little bit of frontline reclaim. And already going for the plate. Interesting. Don't really know why they want to do that. Anyways, in the purple, we've got Venomized with the hover platform. And Elon Musk, a engineer commander without blueprint at all. Just going to be building some solars. Already double expanding with Quill over there. Quill from Coolcat is of course not going to come out. And over here, Chudy relatively well defended the position, yet they lose that max. They lose the max to the red low taper fate with Rovers, with an engineer commander with fencer blueprint. In the orange, we've got the warning with an engineer commander as well, a mystery spamming with the tank factory for that front line artillery. And last but not least, we've got Maxi in the yellow with spiders. And a jumpy bot commander. Hot potato. The commander. Alright. So, for now, already, harassing with the Scorcher. Very nice. I mean, the Scorcher can 1v1 a bandit, quite easily even. 2v1, that's a different story, let alone 3v1. It completely depends on how they engage, and Scorcher is gone. Only losing one bandit in the process, not a bad trade at all. Scorcher over here cleaning up the Kadachi. I'm pretty sure. It was a Kadachi at least. Yes, it was Coolcat's Kadachi. And over here, another Kadachi. But this time around, the Kadachi from the warning gets cleaned up. No damage dealt. Just a little bit of idle time with that commander. But that's about it. Please are scouting a little bit. Don't have that great vision. But still, they might be able to pick off a couple of maxes later on. Or see some sneaky expansion, maybe a fusion, maybe a singularity reactor. Something like that. Maybe the intel is going to be worth it. And otherwise, you wasted 75 metal. Big whoop. Big whoops. Not a big deal in reality. For now, a little bit of pressure in the middle from the northern team. And Chudy about the same time to the big max as Maxi. Which is of course a 4.1 metal max. The others are only 1.8, so they are significantly better. Over twice as good. And there are quite a couple on this map, all of them located in the middle. Which does make all that glitters a bit of a weird map, because as soon as you have a little bit of an edge in terms of map control, that can definitely snowball into a victory just because of that extra eco. But for now at least, they're splitting the maxes quite evenly. Both teams currently at just 1. Coolcat with the Kadachi in the back, no defenses around it. 2 Weaver not going to do anything either. And the closest defenses, yep, all the way over there, a single Lotus. And Widow is just outsped by the Kadachi, and if it is uncovered, then it could be even worse. But it isn't uncovered, so Kadachi does get stunned. Kadachi from the warning is going to come in there shortly, at least in time. And otherwise the Lotus will just finish the Kadachi off. Chudy, for now, just mass bandit. Does have a little bit of an issue here. Couple of fences, but you can't really push into them either, because then the Stardust is going to ruin your day. Fences running away already. Scorcher a little bit far forward, so you do lose that without really needing to. Bit of a waste there from low taper fate. And expand is definitely something they should do. Still, 120 eco for Team North, only 100 for Team South. Why is that? Well, there is a lot of maxes missing on the southern side as well. And of course, with double... well, no, that's actually... both teams have those. I'm blind. That's it. Right. Anyways, over here, once again, fences harassing the commander a little bit. Is going to be pushed away. They are, however, pushing out of their Stardust range, so by now, this does become a little bit more vulnerable to mass bandit. Scorcher still does a good job, of course, and the fences are able to retreat into the range of the Stardust. But at least I don't expect Low Taper Fate to really be pushing that position all that much, at least not right now. On the northern side, already, fusion from Chudy almost up. Fusion from Coolcat is up. So their overdrive is also going to increase massively. They've already been expanding with solars quite nicely. Down south has also happened, but a little bit less, I feel. Though it's a little bit hard to say right now. Where, well, 1 and 2 fusions are also going up. One is about to be up, the other one is going to take a little bit longer. Couple more Kadetchis sneaking their way through. Defenses, not that good, and you don't want to be chasing Kadetchi at all. Not even with your Scorcher. Definitely not with Scorcher. So who has the more traction? Who has more traction? Well, for now, seems like the Scorchers are just going to be like, we outnumber them 3-1, let's just move in. Who cares? Right, over here, a couple of tanky little Ravagers. Going to be soaking up a little bit of damage. But yeah, not a great fight there for Team South. Still, Shield Ball has been drained for quite a bit. So you might be able to take a bit of a better fight later on. But for now, Chudy holds their own. Kadetchi in the backline, I don't really know what they're talking about. Don't really see one up north, like a watch out, there is one. Or down south, there is no Kadetchi down south either in the backlines. So I don't know what they're talking about there. And the next push. More Ravagers moving in. Though that's not enough Ravagers to take down that commander, is it? I don't think it is. And commander is wisely going back. Still though, only a couple hundred HP, and it barely, actually just barely, like less than 200 HP, does survive. Had the commander not been upgraded, it probably would have gone down. Ooh, that is 100 HP. That is very close, but I don't think it would have gone down. Unless you have extra regen, but it doesn't seem like it. Over here, in the middle, we've got a little bit of a wall being built by Coolcat, of course. The American is building a wall, of course. And this time around, a couple more Scorchers moving in, but yeah, no, commander still able to survive. With the shield intact as well, so even if the Scorchers had got into range, it wouldn't have mattered all that much. A mystery battle in the middle, 2 mysteries up north, only 1 down south, so that should be advantage Coolcat. But at least for now they're not really shooting at those from the enemy. Moving forwards now, we'll get into range and all that. And okay, your radar is pretty decent, not amazing, but decent enough. And in terms of eco is still advantage Team North. And look at that attrition. I mean, maybe this ball of Blitz is able to make a dent in that attrition, but it doesn't look like it for now. This, though, could be a way different story, because, yep, Chudy goes balling, but Ball gets stunned. That's 1, and that's 2. Thunderbird completely stunning that army. What does Chudy have left? Well, a couple of thugs are coming in. 1 lone felon is coming in as well. Commander out in the front line, gets cleaned up, and the Ravagers decide to retreat. They've done what they set out to do. They killed Chudy's commander. Only 500 cost lost, 2700 destroyed. Lance from Venomized with code number of Ogres from Coolcat. Moving forwards, pushing away the warning. No real defenses for them yet, but Cyclops coming in. Cyclops, though, gets killed off quite easily by a couple of Lance. For now, just a single Lance on the field. But that is number 2, coming forwards now. Still going to take quite a while before it actually like manages to kill the Cyclops. But still, not out of the question. And Ogres. Expensive. 1000 metal in these two. But they are starting to raid. Lico, not deciding to clean them up. Thunderbird did get like a little bit of a disarm off over here. Stunning at least 2 of the Ogres. And yeah, those 2 Ogres moving through. They are now soon to be cleaned up. But still, might be able to take another max. No, they don't. Okay. Alright, let's take a look over here. Well, please, who could have seen this coming? Actually, I didn't see it coming before, but hey. Perfect position for them, and perfect position for the welder to just take one step forward and kill it. You can kill a million fleas with just a single welder. Not really, but hey. And would it not be better to make a singularity at this point? Yes, it is. You don't think you can last that long? That you can't survive until the singularity pays for itself? It can still be better to just go for a couple of fusions. Though technically it is of course less efficient. Still, 500 energy versus just 270. All of a sudden, yeah, overdrive 14 north, almost 50 overdrive. Versus just like 14, 20 for Team South. Not nearly as much. Once again, couple of Ravages moving in, but once again, yeah, doesn't look like the best trade, especially not because the Lico itself also goes down. Lico did make a dent in the shield wall, but it's not enough. Not enough to pay for all of the losses there. And 1900 reclaim, that should all now become, well, should all be sucked up, assimilated into the shield ball itself. Yeah, nothing you can really do about that low tape of fate, but yeah. You're going to have to wait for your Scorpion or your team's Paladin to move in there. If you want to clean this up, because even just 1 or 2 Licos are not really going to do it anymore. Over here on the front lines with the hovers and all that, well, double lance. So Cyclops, not yet in like one-shot range, or like an Alpha Burst range, but kind of close. So with all of those other units close by as well, yeah, Cyclops does need to be a little bit wary there. But another 2 Cyclops coming in. That's the thing about all that glitters. It's a super high eco map. It's a 3-player, like 3 players per team, 3v3, and yet we're at 180, 200 eco per team. Scorpion gets uncovered by the Sparrow Blast. Will it get cleaned up by Shield Ball? I mean, Shield Ball is strong, especially because, well, Scorpion could easily get disarmed by all of those Racketeers. Doesn't take that much. Just 5 shots from Racketeers and the Scorpion is stunned. And this is just so much that even with 2 of them, total shield value 38,000. Yeah, Scorp has good stun. But, yeah, 20,000 stun total. But that's, of course, divided by 3 against shield. So it can't even really make a dent. Good number of badges in there. Good number of thugs as well. Not that many, but still. Decent enough. Cleans up 1 Scorpion already. 2nd Scorpion will soon follow. Stunned already. And the 3rd Scorpion is probably not even going to come up at all. Over here though, we've got a Paladin moving forwards. Ultimatum. Gets in range and doesn't shoot. Yeah, the ultimatum is on hold fire, so... Paladin, almost full HP. Is that going to be enough? I mean, the counter to Paladin cleaned up just like that. Still though, low taper fate, one of your highest level, or like your highest ranked player in the match, getting pretty much completely cleaned up. The warnings PC struggling a little bit, so not able to contribute as much as they might like. So then this is the last hope for Team South. Double the eco or like Team North with double the eco, still with better attrition. So yeah, even with a Paladin, 10,000 value and all that, 30,000 HP, but it's not really going to be enough. At least it doesn't seem like it. 4 Cyclops. That's strong. I get it. It is. But relatively single target damage. And look at all of those bandits. Almost 100 bandits on the field. Paladin gets cleaned up by all of the forces from Team North. Couple of lance for the alpha damage and all that. Almost 10,000 burst damage. So the Phoenix, Phoenix cleaning up a couple of frontline quills. Does deny a little bit of reclaim. But look at the reclaim here. 2,000, 6,000 together, almost 10,000 reclaim, especially if you also add up all of that. No shot Team South is going to come back from this one. Low tip fade. Probably even AFK. I don't really know what they could be doing at this stage. And it's GG. So a very short match, but one that is definitely packed with action. Access, 3,500 access. Lobs.